Ali Kalabalayak, elephant allegedly abused in Sri Lanka flown back to Thailand. The elephant gifted to Sri Lanka decades ago arrives back home following diplomatic spat over alleged mistreatment. Thai authorities had gifted the 29-year-old Muthuraja, also known as Saksurin in its birthplace, to Sri Lanka in 2001. But they demanded the elephant back last year after allegations that it was tortured and neglected while kept at a Buddhist temple. The 4,000-kilogram mammal arrived in Thailand just after 2 p.m., having been transported inside a specially constructed giant steel crate on board an Illusion 2 76 cargo plane. He arrived in Chiang Mai perfectly. He traveled 5 hours and nothing is wrong. His condition is normal, the Environment Minister Varavu Silpa Archa said at the airport. If everything goes well, we will move him, he added, referring to plans to quarantine the elephant at a Nirbi nature reserve. Varavu helped give the elephant a drink after Muthuraja's decorated crate was removed from the plane, with the thirsty animal eagerly reaching his trunk through a hole to accept the water. The elephant could be seen when officials briefly opened the crate's rear doors and it was sprayed. Muthuraja was removed from its temporary home at a zoo in Sri Lanka's capital Colombo before dawn, accompanied by 4 Thai handlers and a Sri Lankan keeper with 2 CCTV cameras monitoring its health in transit. It left Colombo at 7:40 on a commercial reparation flight that Thai officials said cost $700,000. Muthuraja was in pain and covered in abscesses when it was rescued from the Buddhist temple last year. The zoo's chief veterinarian, Madhusha Pereira, told the AFP news agency. Animal welfare groups said the elephant had been forced to work with a logging crew and that its wounds, some allegedly inflicted by its handler, had been neglected. The elephant will undergo hydrotherapy in Thailand to treat a remaining injury on its front left leg, Pereira said. Elephants are considered sacred in Sri Lanka and are protected by law. The organization Rally for Animal Rights and Environment, REA, which led a campaign to rescue Muthuraja from the temple, expressed its unhappiness over the animal's departure. REA organized a Buddhist blessing for the elephant on Friday ahead of its journey and has petitioned authorities to prosecute those it says responsible for neglecting the animal. Sri Lanka's Wildlife Minister Pavitra Wanyarachi said Thailand was adamant in its demands for the elephant's return. Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena told Parliament in June he had personally conveyed Sri Lanka's regrets to the Thai king over the elephant's condition. After similar incidents occurred in many countries, Thailand has stopped sending elephants abroad. Thai Environment Minister Varawat said, adding that Bangkok's diplomatic missions are checking the conditions of elephants already sent overseas. What about the real situation in Sri Lanka? The death toll, both human and elephant, from Sri Lanka's long-running human-elephant conflict problem hit a record high in 2022, with 145 people and 433 elephants being killed. Also, the captive elephant population has been decreasing continuously. The reason for this is that elephant capture was banned in 1975 and the only way to obtain elephants for private ownership was from the Pinnawala orphanage, which happened only occasionally. Many owners agree that breeding elephants in captivity should be done, yet are reluctant to do it. In Sri Lanka, during ancient times, elephants were used as royal mounts in festivals, war, arena sports, execution of criminals, as diplomatic gifts, and for hauling heavy items. Currently, the main use of captive elephants is for religious cultural processions called pereharas. The last census of captive elephants in Sri Lanka was done in 2002, which recorded 189 elephants. Most of the captive elephants were located in the wet zone of the country, whereas the wild population is almost entirely in the dry zone. Even 50 years ago, the wet zone districts of Colombo, Gampaha, Kegalle and Kandy had the highest number of elephants, probably because more wealthy and aristocratic families resided in those districts. The staple food given to captive elephants in Sri Lanka, which consists of coconut leaves, jack leaves, and kitul leaves and trunk, is relatively easily found in these districts. Asian elephants, Elephas maximus, were tamed in Asia during the Indus Valley Civilization from 3300 to 1300 BC. Elephants were an integral part of society in ancient Sri Lanka. So, in simple terms, man and elephants should now come into a peaceful coexistence agreement that could save the lives of humans, while the majestic elephant could roam free in its homelands given by serendipity.